everyone, and welcome back to another episode of ScholarChitChat Podcast. If you're just listening or joining for the first time, this is ScholarChitChat Podcast, and here we are committed to bringing you relevant information and conversations to help your study abroad dreams. So welcome. And to our returning listeners, welcome back. We're glad to have you back again. So for today's episode, I'm your host, Joanne, and I'm joined by Goodness. Goodness, can you say hi?
Hi.
You're welcome, Goodness. And we're going to be chatting about building volunteering and leadership experiences and where to start. So in summary, we'll be talking about volunteer experience, leadership experience, and in an applicant's point of view. So it's not like it's from people that have gotten the scholarship, for people that are actually applying. So we are in this journey together, we are starting together, we are becoming that scholar together. So we'll be talking about how important they really are, how you can start building them even if you feel like you have nothing right now. So we'll just get right to it and start. So let's start from the basic. Goodness, do you think volunteer and leadership experience are important in scholarship applications?
Of course, they are important. Leadership experience and volunteering experience. In short, from my research so far, from what I've known, I think if you are trying to secure scholarship, right, volunteering experience is also prioritized, and even leadership experience. At least I know of a particular, not just one particular scholarship, even other scholarship. When you are filling in your work experience, there are some portion or some place that they've set aside to ask, okay, were you in any leadership role? Did you take any responsibility? What was the title of the role? Yes, and vividly I can that the Swedish scholarship has that. So it's even one of the biggest reasons that you must have a leadership experience.
I agree with you. I think it's also very important. Like your grades might be able to get you in the front door, but then your leadership and volunteering experience are also going to like push you very far. Yeah, and then they show that you're not just like bookworm, you're not just academically capable, but you are also someone that loves to do things beyond yourself. You take initiatives, you know how to work with people, you know how to create impact. And then at the end of the day, many scholarships are just investing in students, so they are investing in future change maker, and they want to see that their investments will not go in waste. If they pour into you, they want to see that you are also able to like kind of pour into others also. So yes, it's very important. To the next question, a lot of people think volunteering means working with big NGOs. What do you think actually counts as volunteering experience? Does it have to be like a very big organization, a very big NGO for it to be volunteering experience? Goodness.
Well, volunteering experience is not until you work with a big NGO, right? If you have the volunteer at a big NGO, that's good, that's awesome. But volunteering experience starts from the little you can think of. For instance, starting from your church, you can volunteer. That's a volunteering experience. I mean, nominating yourself or willingly taking up initiative that you want to do something, probably your church, even in your school. It could be probably in your class. Okay, like for instance, myself, currently I'm running a program, a postgraduate program, and most times always remote, so we do have our classes online. And for like about 2 months, we're supposed to have started lectures, but nobody is saying anything. Everybody is just so quiet because why? Most of the members there, or most of my colleagues are working. Likewise, but nobody is saying anything. 1 month is gone, no lecture. Other departments have started. 2 months was already running, and I took the initiative. I put myself to as well taking the leadership initiative of reaching out to the lecturers that we should have started our classes, but this is already 2 months gone. So what are we going to do and everything? So I took it upon myself. I volunteered myself among my colleagues, and I reached out to the lecturers, and we started our lecture. So volunteering experience starts from the little you can think of. Be from church, in your community. That's volunteering experience. Your community, joining your community to, let's say, maybe during the weekly or monthly cleaning. I remember a time where in Lagos that there's a specific day where we do have general sanitation. Not just
I think that time in Kaduna it was like the last Saturday of every month, like sanitation.
The last Saturday, but it doesn't apply anymore in Lagos. They only they've restricted it to people that own stores or I think every Thursday in the morning. So, I mean, then when they were doing community services, you can volunteer. We have a lot of, NGOs that you can join, even the smaller NGO, even in your community. You can even start an initiative of like, okay, you found out that there's a particular place that is always unclean, and you decided to, call a certain group of people, let's clean this up. So volunteering is not until you are working or you get the opportunity to work big NGOs. Volunteering experience, whether you are using it or you are in a place where you think that it's not in a bigger space, it's still volunteering experience and it's still going to count. I mean, I even feel it to even be more effective because when you're in this smaller kind of space, you get to experience more, like deeply rooted. Unlike when you're working with bigger organizations, sometimes you might not even be seen because we have so many people, that are volunteers there. So that's just it.
Yeah, I agree with you. It doesn't have to be big or fast. What matters is your the impact you are making and then consistency also. As Nigerian graduates, we're kind of very lucky because NYC now you have CDS, so that's like one major one for you for a whole year. So yeah, your CDS can be your volunteering experience. This is a community development, and I agree that even in your church you can help organize things in your church. That's you taking initiative, that's you being a leader. You can even start online. It doesn't have to be like something physical. You can start online. Maybe you just start a channel that teach people maybe English, maybe just anything. When I was in primary school, primary 6, primary 5, we're teaching children other subjects, like children in younger class subjects, and for us it's not like just something for fun. Since that time, we're preparing for common entrance, common entrance, so we kind of had a lot of breaks. So during break we just gather children, all those kind of things are things that would really help. You think like nothing, but then at the end it add up. So to the next question, Goodness.
Before you even move on, I wanted to try the aspect of the CDS because not everyone might be Nigerians that understand what community development service, and you get joined a CDS. CDS is like a smaller unit or a fragment of a bigger umbrella. So there's something they call NYS service for in Nigeria, which is mandatory, but at this moment in your Alpha Gen Z generation, it's not. I don't think government is mandatory, but to we the youths not really mandatory anymore. So you can choose to go, you can choose not go, right? That's why it's volunteering service. So once you go, it's a program. They will send you to another state because Nigeria comprises of several states. So you send you another state to serve them, to join them in their service. So once you are there, they share you into different groups. We have different CDS. We have editorial, we have health, so many. We have people that are focused on the education aspect. So you join a CDS group, which is a smaller group in the NYS scheme, and for you to participate. So that's just what CDS is about. CDS stands for Community Development Service. So you can go on.
Thank you very much, Goodness, for that clarity for non-Nigerians. So to the next question, what qualifies as leadership experience? Because I think a lot of people think that you must be a title, like even during your CDS. We're going back to CDS again. You must maybe a president, you must be maybe a secretary in your CDS group for you to be a leader. So do you think that's just it, or what qualifies for someone to have the leadership experience?
I get your term correctly. Nothing qualifies you for you leadership experience. Leadership experience starts from home, I would say. That is it good manners, ethics starts from home. Leadership experience from home. You may want to ask me how, right? The first way you can act as a leader or have the leadership experience is first serving. When you serve, be a leader, and it's part of the leadership experience. Leadership experience does not mean that you have to take one particular position or one title like that. No, leadership experience from you serving first. Serve the people as leaders take place of the initiative, or you even having experience. When you feel that there is a gap, there's a lacuna in this place, fill up that space for what you can do or something you can do to fix that situation. That's a leader. A leader doesn't wait for a title to come and be given to it or be awarded person. No, as a leader, you look at what impact you can make around. So it could be in your house, your society, or stuff. That's a leader. So that's how you get leadership experience. Not until, let's say, in your workplace, you are not made head of department, the head, the brand manager, the brand that the head. This that's not. I mean, that's also experience because you have people working under you, right? That accountable to you. But in the ideal sense, that's not just what leadership experience is or leadership role. Leadership role starts with you serving, just like the government, your country, whatever country you have. The government are your leaders. Now, not because they are being appointed. Yes, leadership will be through appointment or through election, so they are being elected. But they are there to serve the people. So that's it. So as a leader, first of all, you are a server. That's it.
Yeah. And I think what Goodness is trying to say is that don't pressure yourself with all the titles and whatnot. If you don't have President this at the beginning of your name, doesn't mean you're not a leader. So don't pressure yourself. Don't give yourself any unnecessary headache. Just serve. Yeah, once you're serving, you're a leader automatically. Okay. So we've been talking about leadership a lot. I think let's talk about volunteering experience now. So for someone that is listening to us just right now, who has zero volunteer experience, who has never been volunteered for an organization, volunteered for something, maybe the person has taken initiative, has started his own, but then has not really volunteered. Where should that person start? I think I chose you for this episode because the last time we spoke, you did mention that you have been working on a lot of volunteer experiences, and so I just want to know, like, how did you start? What was like the first experience you had? How did you get that experience? And then how can somebody also get that experience, Goodness?
And I want to add this a track. Okay. You want to take me back to memory lane?
Yeah, please.
I don't think, can I really recollect when I started as a volunteer? I'm trying to figure it out when I started as a volunteer. Hey! Okay, yes, I remember now. That was when I was in my university days. So I started as a volunteer while from 100 level. That's even the most good thing about it. Then Elizabeth, she was so eager. Like she was more like she's the one that used to go and harvest those volunteering opportunities. And she informs us that we are roommates, so we're three staying together then. So we're like, okay, Elizabeth is involved in this thing. She's the one bringing, harvesting, going to search. So I didn't really know so much on how to search for volunteering experience, not until we decided to part ways of not staying together anymore. So I think I kind of developed an interest in some certain volunteering areas. So even volunteering have a need to itself. It's not that you just want kind of thing. So you have to also be strategic when you are volunteering. Know what you are volunteering for. Know why you want to volunteer for. I mean, you can't be saying, I'm an English student, I read English, I want to go and volunteer as a farmer, or I want to go and volunteer as a medical practitioner who will be making use of syringe, all these medical
It's
not even going to work and it's not even going to make any sense, right? So if, let's say, volunteer in such places, probably the non-medical aspect of it, assisting them in getting what they will need. So I started back then, and basically, if you want to volunteer, I think it's everywhere. It's on the internet. It's even within your circle. You get to find volunteering experience. It's just for you to be more cautious like that. Okay, you want to volunteer. There are plenty organizations. Even while, if you say you're a student, right, you might not come across all this. Even in this school, there's still a set of a group of students that started up one small community initiative. You can join them to volunteer, like I did. I participated in one. It was named as Creative Hands Initiative, and I joined them. We do monthly cleaning, but every third Saturday of the month within my school environment, or even in the state. So that was my first volunteer before moving. Even among your church, you see church members that that these people, like, they know how to search for opportunities like this. They are just very good and talented. You can hook up with them. Please, if you have any volunteering opportunity or you see any volunteering opportunity, can you let me know? There was one of my church leader then. She was leading it, and I joined her. They call it Aki or something like that. We talk about drug abuse. We went out to do publicity. So volunteering experience, or how to get it, is at your beck and call. In short, it is near you. It's just for you to take the initiative. If you ask about 3, 4, 5 friends that, please, in case you see any voluntary experience, let me know. You will get to find, whether you're a student, you are an entrepreneur, you are unemployed, you will get volunteering experience.
You've mentioned practical ways that you can be able to find volunteering experience. I just want to add that you can also kind of like reach out to an organization you want. So I remember already I have volunteering experience already. Like, so when I was serving, I remember my boss that time be like, reach out to this particular organization. Tell them that they don't have to pay you. You just want to learn. You just want to get this experience. They don't have to pay you. So I actually did reach out to a number of them, but then one called me, and they called me. I started going. Before you know, they'll be like, how you coping with transportation? This person will be like, okay, take transport. This person will be like, where are you living? I'm living, that's my route. Let me drop. So that's why it became easy for me. So you don't have to you can actually reach out to get their email address, reach out to them on reach out to people on LinkedIn, be like, okay, you don't have to pay me, I just want to get this experience. And then if those people are not wicked, with time they will actually help you, because they know that it's not easy. And then especially if you're unemployed, you know that it's not easy, and then they will actually help like they did for me. So yes, you can go to a school close to you. I'll be like, okay, I want to get to your girls maybe like every Friday, or maybe to your boys, maybe about sex education. It doesn't have to be anything. Maybe on Friday, just give me 30 minutes, I'll just talk to them. That's also volunteering also. And you can also use social media as well. There are many opportunities that are posted. You can just go there, apply, talk to people you don't know. You can see someone. I remember, I was talking, I needed this experience from somebody. I was just talking to my friend, and then someone was like, there's this organization, blah 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 blah. That was how I got to volunteer for that opportunity too. So don't underestimate your environment. Sometimes the best opportunity are right in front of you. Don't even move. So you open your mouth and talk. Open your mouth and ask. Yeah. So that's just my 2 cents on that. So to the next question. Okay, we've been talking about reaching out to people, asking people. Now, let's say you've done all these things and then you were not able to get that experience, and then you're like, but I really want to do this. How can someone create opportunities if they can't find them?
Okay, I think I'll have to turn the tables around. I've been going first. So let me hear what's your opinion on that. Then
Okay, so I'll say create what you wish existed. That's just it. Create what you wish existed. If maybe you want to volunteer for an organization that talks to people about menstrual hygiene, you can start. Go to like public or private schools that you don't have the money to fund it, maybe get pads, because you cannot just go and talk to the girls and give them pads. You don't have the money to go and talk to the girls. You can actually just maybe go to their schools. A lot of schools in this Nigeria that maybe there are only maybe 5 girls in the class. You get them, even if it's this soft care to 250, I'd be 300. One, just give to the girls. It doesn't have to be give them cartons, give them in packs. No. So, like I said, create what you wish existed. If they cannot go maybe to an NGO, an organization that do that, you can start. You can even see there's a way you won't go to the school. You don't have to. You will not spend cover. You'll be like, okay, I'm going to be teaching about using your towels to make reusable pads. You tell them, you learn how to do it. You tell them, you go and tell them, if you go home, blah, 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 blah. This is how you do it. Yeah, so it can also be a study group. Gather children in your environment. Maybe okay, what subjects are you having issues? I can be able to be teaching you English. Maybe you can even get your friends also. Be like, okay, I'll take this course, you take this course, you take this subject, you teach. And then it can also be an awareness campaign. I think I saw on Twitter, I think yesterday, or was it this morning? I think yesterday, talking about list of states that with high HIV patients right now, and then I kind of saw my state, and then I saw different states. I was like, you can actually maybe in this state now you'll be like, okay, you start talking to people about HIV, how to prevent HIV, how to okay, you have HIV, how to take care of yourself, stuff like that. Yeah, so it doesn't have to be something grand, something big. It can also be online safe. It can be online. Open a group, maybe you can make maybe a mentorship group. Maybe if you like cooking, maybe okay, teach people how to do this, how to bake, so yeah, it doesn't have to be something grand. I will still see what I said, create what you wish existed. It doesn't have to be perfect. What matters is that you saw a need and decided to act on it. Yeah, so that's all I have to say. Goodness, over to you,
Professor. Indeed.
Anyway. Thank you.
Of it, because some of the things I wanted to make mention of concerning starting a campaign, you've already hinted on that, and all what you said is actually true. So if you've not been given any opportunity to volunteer, it's not like the whole world is going to crumble. That's why your leadership skills comes to place. Yes. In that you want to see. So create it and lead it. You can have, before you start seeing people that will even want to volunteer in that.
Yes.
Decided to bring it up, and from there,
before you start getting funding, self.
That's just it. So that's how
someone.
So if people or organizations are not willing to take volunteer, start here. No matter how little it is, They used to say a little drop of the mighty ocean. So if you start small, you can never tell. You will soon get there. From one of the big organization that you would have desired or you wanted to even volunteer.
Yeah, just learn how to take initiative, and then it becomes easy if you have someone that you have maybe a shared goal with. Yeah, so it becomes easy. Can even buy 2 exercise book, go to a nursery school, share to the students, and writing materials is not that deep.
Yeah.
So the next question. So what's one thing you wish more applicants understood about volunteering and leadership?
Okay, one thing they should know, right? About volunteering and leadership.
Yeah. Number
one, there are things that make you grow in life. When I mean grow in life, I'm not talking about the nutritional aspect. I'm talking about the developing yourself, positioning yourself for a better and bigger opportunity. So when you volunteer, when you take up initiative of serving or...
Okay. So to final question, what's your final piece of advice for anyone trying to stand out in scholarship applications? That's in the aspect of leadership and volunteering experience.
So for me, my final advice is to do the work, right? If you want to stand out in terms of the leadership and volunteering, go out and search places where you can volunteer and you can take the initiative of, being a leader. Do not wait till you are in official position as a leader before you take the initiative of being a leader. Leadership is you taking an initiative, taking that step where everyone else is sitting back. You should be the one to, go forward to do whatever it needs to be done for things to be achieved or done properly. So I would just say there are not different types of leadership on how you can brand it and say, oh, this one is the most, this person has the most leadership or the best leadership experience. Just be there, be observant, and ensure that things are working well. So a situation where things are not working well, try to provide a solution. So be the leader that is ready to serve and be served at the same time. And open your mouth, ask people, tell people you're looking for volunteering organization, a place where you can volunteer. And even search online. Google is your friend. Type on Google organizations or companies that accept volunteer that are probably paid or non-paid. Application. And there you go. Have your volunteering experience and leadership experience.
Thank you very much, Goodness. I'll just add, be intentional and be authentic. So it's not just about collecting certificates, volunteering certificate. It's not just about collecting certificates for a leadership initiative you did. It's about the impact, it's about the growth, and then most importantly, the authenticity. So you don't need everything. You don't need to do everything. Like if you see this volunteer, you do. Like Goodness said, you're an English student, but you're volunteering to work in a lab. It doesn't have to be like that. Just do the things that are meaningful to you and then to the aspect in which you want to further your studies. Stay committed, very important. So don't do things because you think they will look good, or you don't do things because people are doing it, but do what actually matters to you most importantly, because when you care, when you serve, it shows even in your story, in your essays, in your application, it will shine through. So be as authentic as you can be. That's one of the ways that will make you stand out. So thank you for listening. Goodness.
Valid. And just to wrap it up, so I'll say that to our listeners, we hope that you found this episode enlightening and impactful, right? At least we've told this how you can volunteer, take the initiative, or taking the step of being in the position of a leader. So don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Until next time, keep staying alive, keep striving.
Very important.
And stay. Bye.
Bye. Thank you very much, Goodness. Like I said in the beginning of the episode, this is from point of view of your fellow applicants that are hoping to be future scholars. So thank you for listening.